that Envy on that fade will bring. No more lurking much here for Papichulo, as he's more on a kind of frontline role as opposed to his Cypher that we've seen on the past 2 maps. So Oasis starting off on the attacking side, the side typically favored here for Fracture, but Southbuilt also have their own ideas to try and push here towards Arcade, really, if they continue on here. But Papichulo is going to have a lot to do. Shorty does
here we go again.
Has a second one to go, but only 1 shot left in the barrel. Wild Oreo gets that kill on the Flippy. Huge kill for him to find. Wild Oreo going to be able to back off here because Assist has been taken out quite low as well. Has a classic to try and make this fight up close. DP's back out to safety, but bro, no way he doesn't win that fight. Wild Oreo, what on earth has happened?
What happened to Pro there? He was watching him put his suit and tie back on. Now everything is left to Oasis Gaming. Over that B sites, they just get the overrun anyway. And what just happened there for Southfield Esports? A few frags could have just gone so easily for them. It's 3v1 actually, and Indy up top. There we go with the fault line. Jais is completely cornered here basically, and now Indy swinging as wide as he can and giving Ja basically a sock to the head there with a ghost. 1-0 for Oasis Gaming. It's fun to see some cheeky things from Southfield Esports. Fully expect Papichulo to play shotgun on that tower many times with that KO. But Oasis, they get away with things that they could have. They got away with things that they shouldn't have. And in the end, it all just goes in their favor.
Thing is, when he got that 1 kill and he had 1 last shell and that double-barreled shorty of his, the fact that he kind of took a few steps back really did seal in his fate. If he maybe was a bit closer to have gotten the 2 for 1 before going on down, but alas, hindsight is 2020. South built though.
Right here.
Not my
This
vision.
full round. Oh.
my vision is not 2020. It's pretty obvious.
Well, we both got 4 eyes, so
Yeah, that's true. I think I
worth
need
8 on the panel.
I think I need like 2 more, honestly, of just how blind I can be.
Does
You
it
see,
go
like,
over your current one?
Not right now, but Ripper will save the job. Not right now. That's not gonna work. You know how like Paranoia and the Fade stuff are? Kind of like my vision, basically. That's how bad it gets. That's
Super
how
nearsighted.
nearsighted I am. Super nearsighted. If I take off my glasses right now, I actually can't read the barracks here on our left and right. Not gonna
Really?
lie. Yeah, it's that
This
bad.
close.
But no,
My goodness.
this is why I am not a professional player. But we have here some real pros on the Oasis side. Looking to clean up nicely. Papichulo now goes down. Southfield Esports stuck. And, well, Marky and Wild Oreo looking to set up their crossfire. Coco ready to protect. We also have
One
Ripper
enemy
with
remaining.
Molly a while ago. And this should just be easy pickings for the Oasis banner. So, 2-0 right now. We're seeing here for Oasis, they're looking to get that initial momentum as soon as possible. And I feel like here, Southfield, now they're going to be able to contest with the guns because it seems like Oasis, they have found ways to overrun with their speed and, of course, the firepower they had there. But now, it will change a little bit since Southfield Esports can contest a bit more ambitiously with the right firepower. I'm looking for Ja and Assist to make some kind of plays with Flippy and Pro, perhaps. Later on, we'll see if SPE can get the hold to actually work out here because they tried there between the breach and the chamber, but they were just caught unaware by basically the pace that the Oasis was able to make in that round.
Round 3 going up here. Full bonus from Oasis. Flawless opening, well, rather second round there for them to convert. Now here comes that Neon going in tight. Does get suppressed though, so not gonna be able to sprint. No relay bolts to be thrown on. Now here Pop Flash and Papichulo caught off guard. Perfect Prowler, and Coco just runs through Flippy as well. And this is why they're so deadly, because they know how to use these Spectres to its fullest advantage, knowing to keep on that mobile. And when they are super, fast in those rotations, it's so difficult to stop in the first place. So Pop Flash, a second too late. They get the catch off of that. Java finds Envy. Just gives them a bit more fighting power with Marky. Huge relay bolt, and they're trapped here in the underground. There's no way for them to surface.
Yeah. Tremors in the underpass, but Southfield Esports, they need to rethink their defense and fast here. Oasis Gaming, prime position to get this bonus. Fault line not going to connect, but Pro still able to get the punch onto Marky anyway. Now then, 3v2, but time is running out. Aziz got out here by Ripper. No real chance for Pro to make it to the site now. And Oasis Gaming, this is bonus won by them, 3-0. But the first thing I've noticed here for Southfield Esports, they need to reposition Papi Chulo and fast. There is no way for him to get away with his antics here with that fade in the hands of Envy, because that Prowler will check that corner for the squad, will inflict that CC, and from that point on, it's Oasis with the overrun again and again between the Neon and the rest of the roster.
It's so difficult to defend him on back, and he has to be a bit earlier with those flashes if he really wants to play that tower position of his. If he lets him get too close, then he can be completely run down like we saw there, knowing there's Spectres on the other side. Should have been the first idea put on hand, but Rifles now bound for Oasis. Should be another 4-0 start here for the Oasis squad. And man, this attacking side of theirs, they are so potent, so deadly, time on over, no matter what the map is. Their attacking side. Now South Build, go for the gamble, going for that radar push. But the Oasis really turning things around. You've seen Oasis be very privy to using that radar, but now this time opting to always go for A main for the most part. Marky, great shutdown on Assistant Pro, trying to jump on out idly. Gives him the 5v3 advantage.
Blippi though still up drop, and Blippi dropping too! Wild Warrior though on the board. Here comes John right now with the response. It's Southfield Esports. They're hitting their shots anyway! And through all of that, Coco will still get found. Ripper though to hold things together, and of course, if you can rip him up, you can sew Oasis back together. 4-0 now. It's Oasis Gaming still with the lead. That got a little dicey though in the end. Southfield Esports, they bring out the operator, but we're seeing shades for the past few maps here, Black and Blue. This time, can Oasis keep the ball rolling and keep getting these rounds to prevent Southfield from getting back that momentum, because that was too close for comfort.
Expensive round, that clutch could have gone either way. It's Oasis once again who have been winning most of these clutches on this past entire series, really. Southfield can't let get to that scenario. Fortunate for him, he's able to snap his fingers and get out of there. Suppression, keep him at bay, but now that lets Oasis know that that same utility isn't going to be active for quite a while right now. It's going to be online for Southfield, and it's going to be their moment to try and spring on that execute.
Perfect chance to get rid of the suppress. Not gonna lie, I've always thought Southfield Esports to be a potential KO team, just knowing from where they come from. But here we go now. We are gonna see Ja fly high! There's the slide, the Rolling Thunder though to protect the chamber! And really, the ground, it's not as secure as you would think, but we have to put our feet firmly on the ground as Oasis Gaming will defeat 2 there. Assist though, training party back, up still in hand, and Ja eventually able to actually play this around. As it happens, it's A site taken by Oasis Gaming. A bamboozle of epic proportions. 2v2 right now. Ja will fall. As this though sprinting to the other side, looking to get back that space at the very least. And by A main right now, this one place that Oasis is looking to decorate as much as possible. They have the angle now towards the spike. The doorway though, it will make that noise if Assist goes there. Southfield Esports running outside, they can feel the pressure is on. Papi Chulo and Assist trying to make it through. Ripper though, pelleted by bullets, 14 HP left. Where are Oasis gonna peek from? Wild Oreo still alive, he will get the frag off to Assist. Papi Chulo did get Ripper though along the way, but time has ran out for the side of SPE. And amidst all that chaos, nature is no one's friend towards B side. Oasis say, let's sneak it by towards A, no one will notice.
5th round on the board once again. Oasis, fiery starts, time on over here, coming in. And both of the maps we've seen here lately, Split and Fracture, starting the same way. Haven actually more of the same. They really have these great starts, and the time ticking on down, secured by Oasis, knowing to play that post plan to its perfection. And really, man, the hour clock, the hourglass has been the biggest enemy, biggest opponent that Southfield had to deal with in this series. It really is hampering them on so many of these winnable rounds.
And that's such a conundrum really for Southfield Esports, right? Because they used to be the masters of time. They're the ones who would control the hourglass again and again. This time they're just getting outplayed by Oasis Gaming at the start of these games when it comes to those absolutely clinching scenarios. And it's up to Southfield to figure out exactly what to do next. They have done so, though. It's a very generic statement because It's exactly what Southville does really in this game. Coming into the latter half of the first half, that's when someone steps on up. That's when someone is able to find the frags and find that momentum. And I feel like it's only a matter of time till SBE gets a point here. I don't think they want to see another 13-0 happen in their stage 2 lifetime. But when will it happen? That's the question. How far can Oasis push this? Because we've seen this early momentum be crucial for Oasis to at least stay in the game and at most just look for the overrun and keep the pressure on. So Oasis Gaming, they come from the ditch this time, but they're gonna double back, rethinking their plan. Aziz though, ready for a quick contest. This is one thing SBE can do. If they find out someone is isolated, there might be a chance to get that frag if they push forward. But it's unfortunately here for Aziz. Wild Oreo will get the reinforcements. It seems like Oasis just escorted Envy there in position towards Dish, and now they're gonna come in with the Neon as the bulk.
And now they have an idea that there was a player here towards that door. Aziz is going to have to come in big. No noise being made. He doesn't find... Actually, no, he does find the kill. Relay bolt to keep him at bay. Does get the concuss. Oh, barely able to dodge the counter relay here coming from Marky. 4v5, but weapons still in the favor here of Oasis. If they come out at any point, they can storm this site on over. Here comes that Nightfall. Going to cut the noise. Going to make things a lot more difficult. Prowler as well. Marky finding that kill on the pro. And they don't even know where this is. What? There's a trail on him, but still they don't follow him out. Prowler does connect finally as this in a very tough position. And look at the space that Marky has taken by pushing himself so far to the spawn.
Overdrive though, gonna get popped. Marky though popping the head of Flippy. And where are those lightning fingers? Marky though, even faster on the reaction. Jato does get find Envy, does get a find on the Ripper. Marky just popping off, finding these targets. Konko is there in the end. And by the side, it's Oasis who will decide to win yet again. SBE, twice now, they're trying to make this operator count. The round prior to the last one, Jawa just flying as high as he can, couldn't shoot back. This time though, he got the shots, but the pressure was on. There was nowhere safe for him to get on the way, and Oasis with the speed to get through again and again. This is just Marky on an absolute rampage here.
Completely decimating them there on the hold. Great shot by Marky. And while, you know, those lightning fingers can be very tasty, just not super efficient in getting quick kills. You really have to run down the opposition, get full value of it. And so I'm really finding that here. Ja, maybe a bit too ambitious. Can't snap his fingers at the moment's notice. Gets a kill. Be able to fall back, and that he does. Gives him the 5v4 advantage early on.
Interesting word choice there, friend. And an even better palette, to say the least. But then again, Southville ESPORTS now, tour de force. Third time's the charm, perhaps. But Wild Oreo is right there with Marky. They're able to get that double swing to get one, make that two as Marky comes in to get rid of Papichulo too. Ultraman still suppressing the rest of Oasis. Finally, they just kick the CPU and say, okay, shut down. Time to let us play with abilities yet again. Assisto finding Envy in response. 3v3 star, low HP left here for Marky. Really bullshitting getting thrown on out. There we go with the siege on in by Aziz. Shutting down the Neon on the other side. Coco though finds Pro. 2v2 now. Tower though being contested here by Aziz. Wild Oreo right in front of him. And he mows down Wild Oreo. Coco the only one left though on the other side. But Aziz again needs no help. He goes for more. And he will give SBE the first round on the board for them.
And those heroic plays are exactly what Southville needs right now, just to be able to rally behind it. Papichulo really struggling to anchor down the site here. Judge, not the best weapon in that situation, and completely just caught off guard with the aggression here coming from Southville, rather from Oasis. Ja gets shut down by the amazing double swing. Perfect play here coming from Oasis. They know that Ja likes to play up top. The generators there, and he double swing it, anticipating that exact endeavor. Aziz though, coming in big. 4 bullets in the mag, that's all he needs to work with. Last bullet connects even to get a round on the board, but
you want to play, let's play.
They can actually give up that tower if they want to keep Papichulo in this fight, since there is a retake potential if Aziz is around. This nice, really bolts there being thrown around, and Oasis Gaming still feel that they can keep going for his B. Same case, same way, now amplified by the Rolling Thunder. But This time, Papichulo not going to be contesting as eagerly as he usually does. Looking on the other side, Coco though, go over to the corner. Pro gonna get demolished, and Papichulo trying yet again. But this is not a trick that will work here, Papi. It's Marky again with the overrun, and Oasis Gaming there on site with a man advantage.
What is with that push on Pro in the breach to try and take Arcade when the sight should be set towards the actual execute, towards the site? Big misplay there. Gets him caught off guard. This retake's gonna be so difficult to work out because of the operator in Ja's hands. They need a bit more aggressive firing power. Ripper is gonna get that shutdown and assist. Flippy does go down as well. Ja, the only player left remaining here. 4v1. This round is done. You maybe get a few kills to fend him off, but they're chasing him. They know that they don't have economy. He can run all the way here towards A main. Being chased by a tether. It's gonna be so difficult for him to save the round. So much time still for Oasis. There's no way he's saving this round, is he?
5 seconds, 3 seconds. Oh, they go the wrong way.
Gets it.
Okay, the great escape. Composed here by Ja, only saving the operator for the next round. Yet again, Oasis. How many times have we seen them just hard hit that tower? Find the timing versus Papichulo. Even better timing there towards Pro there, courtesy of Coco. SBE is just looking absolutely lost here towards that B side, especially in scenarios where their usual antics aren't working. And we've seen Ja get some kills. We've seen Aziz find the frags too. But lately, it's just Oasis Gaming. As soon as they play the setup, everyone who gets in their way are absolutely knocked down. Luckily though for Ja, he can get the hell away with the rendezvous. Connects onto Mark, unfortunately. Pro down below. Prowler though chasing him. And there is just no escaping the Oasis. It is everywhere and anywhere. It is a mindset here, courtesy of Oasis Gaming. And Wild Oreo, he does not mind to get his hands dirty as Assist will go down. All left now to the remaining 3. It's such an awkward scenario here for SBE. Even worse, that the Chamber had his hands way too far out. The barrel sticking there. And it's Oasis Gaming looking to stick the landing for an 8-1 scoreline. It's all Oasis right now here on Fracture.
Decimating half from Oasis, already dominating here. Every single round after this point is a bonus at this moment for Oasis. And there's just no way you can wait inside the site when you have a fade on the opposing side here when on Fracture. So oppressive. Nothing you can really do about it. Papichulo, he's been struggling to really get value out of that tower position he's been playing. Looks like they're going and gearing up for an aggressive play here, Dax. One they might need to really change things up and go for a different look. A site, though, will be left open because of all this presence here.
Setup not working, might as well go for the aggro. And I was talking about map control for quite a while. SBE have been seething it for the past few rounds. Now Oasis Gaming, they're searching for that chamber as much as possible. Smoke's though in the way. Ja over by the spawn instead. But there's a chance here for Oasis to get a sudden surprise. Bro, he's not paying attention. And Marky will get the backstab. Fighting 2 even after the transfer. And it's 4v2 now. Slides away to safety. Assist though cannot keep up with the speed of Marky whatsoever. I get caught out here by Wild Oreo. Flippy still able to fight back at the very least. 3v2 scenario. SBE looking to take everything away from the Oasis here, but Ripper finding Flippy anyway. Overdrive available, but there is just nothing in the tank left here for SBE. Don't get the ultimate, sure, but they still don't get the round anyway. 9-1 now. Oasis in firm control.
Great round from Oasis, and Marky just knowing where to position himself to catch off Southfield on this retake. How do you even expect him to be there? And Papichulo going immediately for the swing, but Marky was one step ahead. He knew that the refrag was supposed to come on in from those ropes. That's where he ties the noose in the round. 9-1. This is looking dire for Southfield, more so than ever.
Yeah, it's going south fast here for Southfield Esports. Experience of them playing Fracture basically in the tournament setting, not as much to the Oasis, and even though that Southfield was able to handle the fade in the last map, this time it's not the most familiar territory for Southfield Esports, and you can see the difference really of how that split defense was compared now to this Fracture. Papichulo though has been pretty much a non-factor in this game. Now he will just get turned into scrap metal there into corner after that one way is not enough to keep him alive. Assisto. Overdrive is the answer. Again, looking to blast the opposition, and there you go! Lightning will crackle and it's super effective against the Waters of Oasis. Not only that, Marky can get victimized here. It's free power for Southfield Esports. Oh, let's go to PNB in this late. Apparently, darkness could be the right element versus lightning. The sun connects. The earth is not his friend. Here we go with the hot. There's the intel. There's the peek into the takedown. And Envy going at it yet again. What time will he do the improbable? Flippy, though, denies him of that glory. And a thrifty win by Southfield Esports, capitalizing on that overdrive. As this again with a moment to come in big, but you can really see it here. SPE, such a long road to go towards through if they want to tie things up later on.
One enemy remaining.
You can really see just the potential of those clutches are so viable. Envy's on that fade. How much outplay potential a fade has is just absolutely cannot be understated. Operator out here for Ja. We haven't seen that gotten too much value in this map so far. Aiming aggression to be put out here, and he's been found out. Bro, he's dead to rights, but still Aziz gets the kill on Envy, being pushed up on here. Bro, he's gonna get found. Ripper does get that trade immediately. 4v, streaming down 3v3. Ja does have the operator try and fend him off, but he does get found from behind. 2v3 still here as Wild Oreo holding on to the drop. Retake has to be absolutely impervious here from South Build. Coco he's kind of lodged himself in this corner. Poppy Julo still gets the kill, flicks on back. Now, much more doable. 2v2, but Poppy Julo has been taken very low. No ultimates for them to use. They have that Molly. Will they check the corner? Here on the swing. While Oreo gets a huge kill. Flippy, 1v1 right now. Ripper, does he know where he is? And Flippy gets the round. 9-3. South Built barely edge on by.
Flip that card right side back up for Southfield Esports. Their
Last
demise
player standing.
is not yet there. And 3-9. Again, I have to say it, better late than never.
Switching sides.
And it's getting very, very perilous here compared to the last two maps. What awaits a window. In the scrap, it's been Southfield Esports looking for more value here from the backline of the roster. And the Papi Chulo, no command, getting that value at the very end. Nice check onto the corner. But the Oasis, they had a good chance with Valorio on this drop. I am a little bit surprised that for Oasis, they had such a anticipated angle there by the rest of South Build. But case in point, South Build still know how to fight, still know that they can contend. And right now, it's a long road again to try and make that comeback happen. We've seen it before done, though, on splits. But this is the worst scoreline they've had all series long. That first map there, Black and Blue 8-4 in favor of Oasis. Second map 7-5 in favor of Oasis. Now we're at 9-3, so I guess we're getting a lot of variety from South Build at least in the scoreline that they're gonna try to climb their way from, basically.
Well, only able they're 1-1 in that attempt.
Yeah,
always ending the first half with like just in a deficit. Although Split was a lot closer than Haven was, and especially this is, but South Build, the rally behind those final two rounds has to come in here. Marky's been having himself an absolutely impactful game. Just so many injuries he finds here for Oasis, and knowing that they're on the defensive side, I'm still going to expect him to go for those aggressive plays that we know Oasis are so capable of. They really like to push the envelope, keep that pace up with the composition that they've got. And once again, really utilizing these initiators that they've got on the table. It really is some of the most important utility in the current meta to have that initiating power time and time on over. And in that case, one could argue that Oasis have that advantage. Now South Build, it's their turn to make their executes work on. Now look at though the trademarks being placed here by Oasis. This could slow down the potential fast push that South Build are planning. Yeah,
they might get the right read here. But in general, do you agree with me in saying initiators just have the best intel overall? Like as a group, right? I think initiators just have so many ways to impact the most important parts of these fights, really the battles there. And we can never count out smokes being very important. We can never count out ways to deny area. But in a pinch, that's where initiators can be oh so impressive. Southfield Esports, though, we need moments again, like from Aziz and Ja. Can they come in clutch when they need to? Because this is a fast take towards A side, and historically, they have proven to be very potent on the Fracture offense, albeit it's just one of the sample size, but was dominating versus Action PH. Can they do so yet again? Oasis Gaming though sliding on in, and they are gonna go for Flippy there. Wild Warrior with the covering far towards Ja. Poppy Chulo and Aziz though with the kills, but Oasis, they marked their target, and they wanted to go for priority. Envy though on the board again. Here comes Pro right now, the only one left in 2v1 slate. Pro though making the classic count. Can he go for it one more time? Envy with the tap. Pro is ready with the aftershock. Someone needs to push here, and it's Envy deciding to get rid of Pro there. But time is not on the side of Oasis Gaming. Southfield stole enough to get this win.
Barely scraping by. So close that was. Ja completely baited out there by the utility. I love that free take coming from Oasis on that A site, on that A main position especially. They send two on the ropes to go for the flank, and as soon as the Prowler makes contact through the doors, Ja thinks, okay, I have to swing wide here and help Poppy Chulo out, who's playing in that cornered cubby position. In that case, the A main push here from Marky, perfectly timed to try and shut that down, as it's still huge frag, and Poppy Chulo especially to get those two. But the fact that they did so much damage in that bout let Pro delay for so long, and the aftershock, absolutely crucial piece of utility they held on to and really did win them that round. Marky though shutting down Assist on this aggressive push. Poppy Chulo quick on the trade, and these are rounds that Southfield have to win cleanly.
There's an awkward time where you change the channels. Wild Oreo finding Ja. Ooh, Oasis Gaming fighting there, but really you're flipping around the TV. You suddenly go by HBO or something, and it's the best part of the movie that you didn't want to get spoiled in. That's what happens there between Marky and, well, his victim with the shorty. But beyond that, Oasis Gaming now slowing down the pace of Southfield Esports to quite a crawl. We've seen them be very effective at those rushes towards the site. Play a solid post plant instead. Poppy Chulo though, and looking for the drop down. Coco unaware of his position, and it's Flippy causing distraction and actually getting that kill. 3v3 for now. Flippy though with another one. Flippy reliable in these scenarios, and as we see it here for Southfield Esports, they're gonna get the plant. Envy tries to play towards the dish to contest it, maybe get a gun or two along the way, but Southfield Esports, they're prepared right now. Ripper falls apart. All left now to Envy, but it's very effective here for Southfield. Envy makes the classic count on the Pro. 12 HP though, this might lead to his demise, but you can see it, right, Black and Blue. Coming into the attacking side of Southfield Esports, they feel very confident in getting to that post plant, and as soon as that happens, I really feel like for Southfield, that's the best chance they have coming into this map. 5-9, very good eco though for Oasis Gaming after everything is said and done, but the form of Southfield a bit better now as we have swapped sides.
Utilizing initiating power they could have, re-hit on that B site, or that A site rather. Successful for the meantime, but very dangerous stacks. They cannot let Oasis keep on taking these man advantageous positions and scenarios, especially when they should have, you know, the upper hand with the weapons on this bonus. This has to be another one that they convert, once again, as I say, in clean fashion, because not a single round are they really comfortable with giving up here with this very hefty lead that the Oasis are going to continue to build up upon. Wild Oreo opening pick here in Assist, that is huge.
Done, and Marky again looking to make space for himself, stuns him just a little bit, but doesn't matter. The slide is perfect, he's in position, and Marky showing us what he can take from SBE. Poppy Chulo finding Coco, but Marky is just absolutely unrelenting. 10-5, it's Oasis who make such a quick turnaround happen there.
They just run him down, Dax, don't they? Knowing that, okay, you really want to go towards A main, well, that's going to be the can. We're going to cook the tuna in. And Oasis 5-10. 3 more rounds from securing vengeance against Southfield, who commonly had their number. And Mark, you look at this really aggressive play, shutting things down. Poppy Chulo's like, oh my goodness, look at that fish jumping out of the water, flying in and out, and been really reaping the benefits of the comp.
It's because you didn't gut the fish before you tried to cooking it. Try to hop in and out there like that.
Ooh.
Ooh, have you ever tried to cook something and it's suddenly actually still alive?
Fortunately not.
Fortunately not. I think I've seen in those places where they cook in front of you, things like lobsters are still alive. It's crazy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. I prefer myself to.
I'd rather not
before cooking it.
I'd rather not have, you know, a guilty conscience while having my dinner there, but it's almost dinner time and Well, for Oasis Gaming, they were able to feast in that last round. This time, though, Rocket was able to give them their just desserts. Brawler, though, with the intel assist, find the frag anyway onto Ripper. So let's look now for Oasis to work with. Southfield Esports going to be backing on away, but Coco blows up Pro anyways. Aftershock. Nice angle there by Coco. Oasis Gaming at least makes the trade work, and SBE slowed down yet again.
Yeah, the time's not going to work out once again, Dax. This is the problem we've seen be so problematic. Be just unaddressed once again from South Build. There's a small gap in the smoke. Papi Chulo, first one on in. Oh, he's getting shot from behind, but he doesn't mind. Going to clear that tower position out. Wild Oreo, huge kill on Flippy. So much less, more post-line potential here on the side of South Build. They're going to have to come in big. They know where Papi Chulo is because of that radiating wave coming from his ultimate. And as this, he can't even find the kill. All is on the Papi Chulo. Can't even get that. No more utility work with triple swing on him. Let's get the double. 8 rounds in Mikey brings it down to the 1v1. Completely blind. No, he isn't. Up close. Classic, and he gets the kill. Papi Chulo still. He makes it happen. Southfield continue in the game. 6-10. The ROG clutch from the clutch master himself.
Finally did it. He's been waiting this whole game to do that, man. He's been waiting to go back to tower and just win this corner. And again, didn't happen on the defense. It happens on the attacking side. What did we just witness here from Papi Chulo? They had friends, they had families, and Oasis. They're going home. Well, in that round at least, as corpses instead, but that was just Papi Chulo. That was just Papi Chulo. That was it. It looked to be an Oasis round. They cleared out every little bit that they needed to. They were going for the triple swing, basically. But Papi Chulo picking them apart still one by one, finding the timing there in split seconds. It's just unbelievable. And those are the moments which bring Southfield Esports back into the series. We saw it there on Split with the assist ace. Now Papi Chulo able to do what he's been looking to do all throughout this game. And I think for Papi Chulo, that was a more satisfying clutch than anything else he's ever accomplished, because he knows he's been shut down on the frag side this series at the starts. But now, 15 and going strong. SBE getting back again at the rhythm of things here in the second half.
It took him the attacking side to get back into the tower there and be like, no, this is mine.
It took him the attacking side to play his defensive position, but he will take it.
Been missing that. Oh, here comes out that overdrive. Not shut down just yet. They have to be careful. Marky so deadly with the mobility that can offer. Rolling Thunder, he dashes on in, gets a kill. Does almost find a second. Good damage done onto Ja. If he's stuck on that for longer, could have found another kill. But Wild Oreo here with the tour de force. It'll be so difficult for Southwood to try and shut down Envy. Low, but Wild Oreo going big, bro! 1v1. Envy does have his HP cut down super low. He takes that spike on back. Can retrieve a rifle here in this case. Ripper, he's got a judge. Very difficult to try and make on work out from at range, but they've also retrieved guns of their own. It's going to be so difficult for Pro to win, and he doesn't even retrieve any of the rifles while falling back.
Yes, rushed it down towards that B site. Gives a chance for Oasis to enjoy the Emporium that just went into those sales before closing. Spike now planted. Interesting enough though, Ripper's still holding on to the judge. Never mind, he picks up the Vandal instead. It's Envy with the judge, so they felt like they couldn't go to the hole in time and go to B site along the way. So Pro might have a chance here. In this instance, he does have full armor. Do get the throw of the hunt for intel, but here we go again. Tower position has been the bread and butter of Southfield Esports, even though it has been a little bit stale recently. They're gonna go for it yet again. Pro right now with a spray on Envy. Rifle though on the other side. Ripper is the real challenger right now. Gets a tap. Pro though doesn't want to overcommit. Time is running out here for Oasis. And one more time and one more show. It's SBE who clutches at the same location with a different member. An ROG clutch again. Southfield now going for more.
That's not the most consistent way at all to win a map, to win a series, to win a game. But what an exhilarating way for these round ends. That was a huge though by Marky. He almost got the second kill on the Giant. It was confirmed in the end by Wild Oreo, but who knows how things could have gone if he found that third kill right there already. The second kill rather right there. Bro, he didn't even delay time. He didn't even run away in the arcade. He just continued to fight that, but still winning it knowing that that close range is where the Spectre can be the most effective. Gun round here for both sides. Oasis need to make their stand.
And just unfortunate for Oasis because of the Marquee distraction too. Could have gotten 2 kills, yes, but even better, Wild Oreo was ready to catch whoever would commit towards main. And that's why he was fragging out there with the Tour de Force. Now then, Wild Oreo on the board yet again. We're still not done though, because Aziz, even though he's done, Pro is right there to help him out. Aziz now getting back in the thick of things, finding Wild Oreo along the way. Orbital Strike though, gonna get used here by Flippy to buy some space for Southfield Esports.
Spike
We know in
planted.
these scenarios, when SPE goes for real estate, we're really looking to get a better position against the opposition. Now then, Aziz finding Coco too. Envy now, the next target here right behind the Radianite. Aziz though doesn't know he's there as of yet. Pro on the other side of him. Crossfire being set up here by Southfield Esports. Aziz getting the headshot anyway, and it's all Aziz again with the frags. 4 for the Neons, but you can see for Southfield Esports, give them a lull, and they will sing a lullaby to the opposition and say goodnight too.
The deity himself has woken up. Aziz, another 4K in the round, and Southfield very close to getting themselves within that tied scoreline. They're going to need 2 more rounds to do it, though, and these ecos have been absolutely potent from Oasis. Great job, though, from Wild Ori to shut them down on that initial push, taking Ja out of the round early. But what avail? They don't get the round in there. Pro, smart idea to walk out of A main, give Aziz some bit of support because he was smoked on now, using his utility to the best extent as well. Perfect timing on those fault lines. Now the eco is forced upon Oasis once more. They do have the solo rifle, though, and they've been very successful for the most part in winning these type of force buy rounds.
The best part of this is just Oasis is trying to press play on the record player, but Southfield Esports, they know when to hit that pause button instead. Just the chance again to find that small bit of timing to slowly reset and then explode as soon as possible, and we're getting it here from SPE. This assault has been absolutely effective. Doesn't matter if Oasis Gaming gets the first prize because SPE can fight back. It's even worse when SPE are the ones who get the first kills, and look at Pro with the covering bar. Marky goes down. Everything left to Coco, but he's suppressed. He is just unhappy of the situation. They have to back on away. Southfield Esports, these climbs have gotten harder and harder in the series, but they have made it work before. They're looking to do so yet again, and they're 1 round away from reaching base camp. 1 round away from tying up the game.
It's about time for a timeout, I think, as well here, coming from Oasis' squad. Really have to slow down the momentum that Southfield is starting to build upon. We haven't really seen too big of a game from Ja just yet. Aziz and Papi Chulo picking up that slack. And Pro, he's found quite impactful frags, though the quantity of them just haven't been there yet. You leave Ja, try and lurk here towards Arcade. There's 2 people addressing him, though, here from Oasis' side. That's going to be Envy and Wild Oreo. Such a deadly combo to try and fight, and Ja has to make sure that he's not overcommitting here. He's going to be sandwiched. He can fall on back, taking that zip line in a safety. And this actually leaves him the B site right for the taking. But the thing is, Southfield, they're not in position to try and capitalize off of this. They can go now, but they don't know how open it actually is. Neon here on Aziz to try and give them that space early on. And Ja will be that backline to defend them off. Taken the site, yes, but can they hold on to it in the post plan?
Entertaining here from Southfield Esports. They were going for the underpass buy, but as soon as they noticed that rotation was there, Aziz quickly with the fast lane and giving cover for the rest of SPE to follow suit. Envy with a find on Aziz to start things off. Marky now into the backline, slides in to get rid of Ja. Pro though, ready for the trade, but Wild Orio's on site and ready to frag out. Flippy though into the corner, can't really do much there. Now the Pro though in this scenario, aftershock for the stall, but there's just no chance this time. Oasis Gaming, they went for the expedition, and even though they left behind that B side, they get back at it, and they will finally get around yet again. 9-11 now the score line, and for Oasis, this is why they build these early leads, because Southfield is just still there, no matter what in this game.
2 rounds separates them. Timeout called here. Take a bit of a breather. Ja struggling in this map to get anything going, getting tagged up early. His timings being found, smothered by Oasis time and time again. Wild Oreo on the opposing end is at the top of that board, right along with Marky. Very similar scorelines they've even got going for themselves, 24 apiece. This die has been going in the fortune of Oasis, but Southfield timeout They got to rally behind this. This is their timeout for the half. This is where they need to get things done. If this goes to match point, we could be looking at the Oasis securing the map here, securing the series and gaining their vengeance they have been long looking for ever since stage 1.
Yeah, months and months have passed for that. So Oasis Gaming, they just can't falter the same way that's happened to them in some of the series that we've seen here. This is going to be a testament to Oasis and their resilience if they can wrap it up neatly. The problem is, even if they get those first frags, I was talking about a while ago, South Bolt Esports, they're going to find the time to make the trades happen anyway. But in that last round, very convincing from Oasis compared to before. And I feel like for Oasis, if they want to play the aggression, they can actually surprise South Built here if they choose the lesser target. So South Built now, they feel like that's the plan here by Oasis. They're actually grouping up to one side. It's all of them on the south. And even if Ja is watching towards the left, the bulk of South Built anticipating the whole push from Oasis.
Look at how many players here are addressing this A main push though. Oasis, 4-player stack. This could be deadly for South, but they might be walking into a trap. Too good to be true. They have to realize they burned that utility early though, and that gives them the idea that, hey, there's a lot of people here. Let's try the other way.
Yeah, let's not. The thing is though,
no?
Well, how about no? But the thing is, I think South Bolt Esports can take advantage of some of these rotations now. Oasis, they were ready to run at them. They were ready to go, but as soon as they realized that this might be a little bit more that we can bite off than we can chew, really, they did just go for the back on away. And now Oasis, they're holding the 3 towards A sites. Envy making that decision to go back towards A. The South Bolt Esports are now walking their way through the hall, keeping a speed limit. Who knows who's watching? In this scenario now, time to hit the floor running, but Marky making Flippy fall onto the concrete instead. Already we see here Poppy Chulo pushing forward. South Bolt Esports establish a foothold. Envy though ready to fight on back, and even through the smokes and more, he's still willing to shoot at the opposition. Time though running out here for SBE. He needs to pick up that spike. Poppy Chulo is there for it. Mark though now gonna get away from him. Here we go with a tour de force, but Wild Oreo does it better. Now then, it's the disadvantage to South Bolt Esports. They don't have the HP, they don't have the numbers, and they don't have the lives. Oasis Gaming, they'll put themselves on match point. It's time to see if the platter can be served here.
Oasis, great retake, great hold, and the re-hit on the A side. Wrong call. The right moment here for
Match
Oasis.
point.
Perfectly placed to shut that down. And Ja has just been having himself an older game, not even able to find these kills, and that door going unwatched, getting punished. Pro did so much even while blind to get the kill. The rest of Oasis seemingly on point. That one round that they won 2 rounds ago on round 20 really helped get them back into this final round potentially here for South Build to make things happen.
Oasis Gaming, they need to prevent the collapse from happening, and so far they made those strides. Early lead check and just recovery before South Build could really tie things up properly, and that gives a chance to Oasis right now to wrap things up. South Build are looking for the siege towards B side, but this is a retake, and Oasis is looking for a Wild Oreo though with the timing onto assist. How do you even try that angle? The sprays do come through.
Oh, look at Ja.
The shots are there, and Ja, he's so low even. The shots right now.
Spike planted.
Perilous here at South Bolt Esports, and their odds are dwindling. Nightfall is there, and Oasis are trying to get into a better day. This might be their chance now. Marquito found by Flippy. Ripper on the board, and Oasis Gaming. It's time to see if the dinner bells are ringing here. Wild Oreo with another one, and here comes the flash. Proto caught. Revenge is a dish best served cold. They've been simmering on it for months and months, and Oasis Gaming finally get back
win.
at SBE 2-1. It took all 3 maps, but for Oasis, this was a win they have been hungry for so long already.
Long time coming as well from Oasis Gaming. They've been searching for this. He said that they've been hunting for this win. They were prepared for this fight. Fracture goes their way, and they finally get the revenge they have been seeking. Man, it took a whole stage for them to get to this point once again, but South Built so tough, so valiant in those efforts, but once again, heroics could not come in the end. Not the most consistent way to win a map. In this case, they get taken down. Finally, how the mighty have fallen here in our leaderboards.
This is such a big win by Oasis Gaming. This propels them